Another week, another episode of The Big Three. I'm Heather Harrington, and he's Will West. And Will, we got to talk about your Celtics right off the bat. Now, let me set the table. You guys, it's an 8-1 matchup.
It is.
You are headed to Chicago down 0-2.
We are.
Back up against the wall. And to really pour salt in the wound, you've got veterans like Rajon Rondo who won championships for you guys that you're now going up against.
I said before the series started, I thought the Bulls win in 6. The reason why the Celtics team's been overachieving all year. They don't have a lot of talent. Brad Stevens has gotten this team to overachieve by trying hard every night, and a lot of teams don't do that in the NBA in the regular season. They get the 1 seed, but at the end of the day, it becomes a half-court game in the postseason. Celtics don't have shooting. Celtics don't have size. How do you score in the half court if you don't have shooting or size to be able to get those buckets? Also, people forgot that Rajon Rondo's good at basketball. He's 31 years old. He's a year younger than LeBron James. You know how many players in the NBA history have more triple-doubles in the playoffs than Rajon Rondo?
It's not many.
3. Magic Johnson, Jason Kidd, LeBron. That's it. And LeBron only has one more. It's a motivated Rajon Rondo. And right now he's playing his backside off because he's back in Boston.
Sometimes the problem with Rondo, the bad attitude can overshadow the good play. But he was one rebound away last night from another triple-double. So guy is super motivated in this series. And they're capitalizing on some tragedy that the Celtics have gone through. Now on to spring ball. We had practice 13. We are on to practice 14. 15 will be the orange and white game. Do we just want to hit the fast forward button and get past Thursday?
I think that maybe the coaches would. I know that you want the reps for some of these players. You have half a roster right now. That's what you have because of freshmen coming in at the end of the year and because of the injuries that you've dealt with and sustained. So you can't even get a too deep going for an orange and white game coming up on Saturday. I think they just like to get through Thursday without anybody get injured or nicked up and get to that game and just get it all over with.
One of the biggest questions, who is going to be the best player that comes back from injury? Go.
I'll say that it's Khalil McKenzie. I think that I think that he seems like the strength program's helped him a lot. I think when he comes back, he can be a beast on the interior. I think also at some point in time as a competitor, you've got to get sick of being told you're dogging it too much. And I think Khalil McKenzie has to be motivated because of the number of people who have questioned his attitude and his motivation.
Is it okay for me to doubt that last part because he's a millennial?
Yeah, maybe so. That's fair.
I'm going to go with Micah Abernathy. I think Micah Abernathy comes back and you have one of the best safety starting duos in the entire SEC. I think the guy is beast mode. He can really lay some big hits. If he comes back healthy, him and Todd Kelly Jr. are going to be pretty formidable back there and probably the shining part of this Tennessee defense. Now orange and white game. Are you liking the format, Will West?
Look, what are you going to do? You can't really do a real game. When you do see games in 2017, they're not real games. The whole thing's scripted. So for me, put a show on for the fans. Let the kids see the players go out and do cool things. Have the quarterback competition where the guys can throw and the fans can see the two quarterbacks throw and formulate their opinion. Put on a show for them. Circle a life drill with Trey Smith mauling somebody. And that'll be enough for fans out there. There's no reason to try to get more guys hurt or pretend like you're doing a real game on Saturday.
One of the things that I loved last year, and it really helped my investment in Josh Dobbs increase, was Quentin Dormady goes out, nails the quarterback challenge, puts on a show. Josh Dobbs brushed it off his shoulders like Jay-Z, went out there, had so much swag, and outperformed Quentin Dormady. I loved that. So there are some positives to the orange and white game. Now, what would be the field day game you would like to see them implement, though?
Three-legged race. I want to see which position group can put together the best three-legged race team.
I think you go tire roll relay and do it like the CrossFitters do and just start flipping it down the field.
Yeah, I would like to see, because I can flip a tire pretty far. I want to see how far Trey Smith can do that.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's kind of scary. Okay, now we have to bring on our expert.
Credit extra, as my French teacher once said.
Yes. For all you English speakers out there, extra credit segment. Our Magic 8 Ball today, the question is, will 6 balls get drafted this football season?
I say yes. I think that we're going to end up seeing at least 6, maybe even you see 7 guys get there, but I think that Malone's a lock. I think that Sutton's a lock. I think that Dobbs is a lock. Kamara, Barnett. Somewhere along the way, somebody else will get drafted too. We'll see 6.
All right. You can count on it, says Magic 8 Ball. I'm going with, I've got 5. Five guaranteed, and I've got an odd man out. Barnett definitely gets drafted. Kamara definitely gets drafted. Josh Malone definitely gets drafted. The iffies are going to be Sutton and Dobbs. Where do they go? Odd man out is going to be Jalen Reeves.
I hate that. He'll get a shot with the team, though. He'll get another shot. He's dealt with an injury.
All right, that's it for us this week. We appreciate you tuning in to The Big Three.